Welcome to A Pearl in Every Cowslip's Ear. This is CLE Language Arts 400, Book 6. It's recorded live here in our classroom. I hope you enjoy. Okay, 4th grade lesson 1 in Book 6. We're over halfway now. This is one lesson past halfway. That's a good feeling. Would you use have, has, or had to speak in the present tense?
Have.
Have. I have something. Should you capitalize the names of seasons, like
No.
summer, winter? No. Good. In this sentence, underline the verb. What is the verb? Missy has a pony. Has. Is it present or past?
Present.
Present. Next one. Lisa is on the trampoline. What's the verb? Is, and is it present or past?
Present.
It is present tense. Okay. A. What sign stood by the road? Think of an interesting word for this.
Rusty.
Rusty, good. I was hoping you weren't going to say old. Because old, it's kind of interesting, but it's not as interesting as it could be. Ancient.
What's that?
Ancient means like very old. Antique. There's even better words than old or new. Some words we could put in here still wouldn't work very well. But rusty works good. A rusty sign stood by the road. Twisted, shiny. Okay, where do the quotation marks go in the next sentence? It was dark. Beginning quotes. It
was dark in the cave. Quotes. Is that cave or quote?
Quotation marks? Cave.
Oh.
My A is not very clear. In the cave, exclaimed Evan.
That's good.
Good. We could put an exclamation point here instead of a comma. Think that would be better? Since he's exclaiming it.
Yes.
It was dark in the cave, exclaimed Evan. All right, that's it for review. Now, for the new lesson, note taking notes. When we read a paragraph, suppose we want to learn something. We want to learn about skunks. So we read some paragraphs about skunks. But what we're trying to do is we're not trying to learn this whole paragraph about skunks. We're trying to learn some main things about skunks. So we're going to scan it for the main ideas in the paragraph. And then what you could do is you could take notes of those main ideas as you read the paragraph and say, what does a skunk look like? So then you read a paragraph about skunks and you're jotting down what it looks like. It has a white stripe. Black and white. Writing a few words. More than just one word often, but not usually a sentence. A phrase. And also go ahead and change the words in your own language. Because if I ask and say, please write me a paragraph about skunks. And you go and you find an encyclopedia, you look up an article about skunks, and you copy it, word for word. You didn't write that paragraph. You just copied it. It came from the encyclopedia. So you need to create your own paragraph in your own words. And the way you could do that is by reading a paragraph, writing down the main ideas, then closing the encyclopedia, putting it away so you're not thinking about that, and look at your ideas and write your own paragraph. So that's kind of what you have to do today, although we're not getting the whole way to the paragraphs.
I'm going to write a paragraph today.
You do write a paragraph today?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. You're just writing main ideas. So you're taking down main ideas, notes from the paragraphs. One thing that's very important as well is to make sure these notes are actually accurate, that they're factual, that you did the right thing. In your lesson, it gives you an example of a guy who was taking notes, and he was writing things that weren't even true, like about the weasels. He said that they kill them by biting their heads off. And that's not true. They bite the back of their head or their neck to kill them. So make sure your notes are accurate. I'm going to read a paragraph.
Where does it say that?
It's on the second page. It's there in that whole long thing. I'm going to read a paragraph now about brush pigs, actually. And I want to see if you can tell me anything about brush pigs when I'm finished. So be thinking about some main ideas. You can jot them down if you like. I'm going to read kind of slowly, I hope. Unlike the warthog, the brush pig, as his name implies, likes dense cover. He has a wide range, but being nocturnal is hard to see. Unless you have a dog with you, or a keen nose for scent, You can easily go past a clump of bushes where these pigs are lying up for the day.
So he's nocturnal.
Nocturnal. He goes out at night. There's something. What kind of cover does he like?
Dense.
He likes dense cover. And you could change that. He likes thick cover. That would be saying the same thing. You're making a little more your own words. They hide during the day. But if you do locate them, you may disturb a group or sounder of 10 or 15 individuals. If they rush off through the undergrowth, you may notice that they carry their tails hanging down, not upright, as warthogs do. So what's another thing about a brush pig?
When they run, they keep their tails down?
Yeah, their tails stay down while they run.
Why?
I don't know. But now you would have a list of a few identifying characteristics about brush pigs. They're nocturnal, they like dense cover.
Tails stay down while running.
Tails stay down while running. That's excellent. Those are just, and that's in your own words, because that's excellent. That you can't do better than that. Because that's not exactly like it said it, but it's the very same idea. One other thing is it said that they like to be in packs of 10 to 15, and those packs are called sounder. A sounder of pigs, of brush pigs. So I met a sounder of brush pigs.
Are brush pigs big?
It doesn't seem like they're very big. I don't know, and there's no pictures. But at least we know a little bit about them. I'm picturing something that's tail's hanging down. That's with 10 or 15 of its friends. And in the thick brush, out at night, looking for food. Okay, that is enough for the lesson. Let's read the spelling words yet. Blanket.
Blanket.
Bonfire.
Bonfire.
Camping.
Camping.
Canoe.
Canoe.
Coca.
Coca.
Cocoa, you could say. Cocoa maybe is the right way of saying it.
Cocoa.
Comfort.
Comfort.
Firefly.
Firefly.
Or. Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Pillow.
Pillow.
Skillet.
Skillet.
Sunset.
Sunset.
Thirsty.
Thirsty. Why did they give me 3 oars?
3 oars. At least they're easy to tell apart. Or, just O-R, and but or former yet. I picked up my hat or my glove. Or with an A. O-A-R is something that you use in a boat when you're rowing the boat. I used an oar to row across the pond. And then the other oar, O-R-E, that is like iron ore. We extracted iron out of the iron ore. Or bauxite is like aluminum ore. It's the raw material from which you get good quality metal.